Welcome to my channel, Ex-Alcoholic. Going over on first time suspended license. I hope this doesn't happen to any of you. I don't wish it upon you. If you happen to get pulled over by the CHP or officer, police officers, sheriff's department, wherever it is, and they ask you for your license and registrations and insurance, and if you don't have either one of those, license, insurance, registration, whatever the case may be, and he runs your name and he comes back suspended, sure enough, he's gonna impound your car. And guess what? You're gonna have to call a ride, or maybe you have a warrant as well. Nevertheless, you're gonna get a court date 30 days from the date that ticket was issued, and you're gonna wait another 30 days to get your car back, whatever that's going to cost you. And by the time you get to court, well, they're going to give you a fine and maybe some time. And not only that, you still got to go to work. Now, how are you going to get to work? On a suspension license? You're going to drive again? Take that chance? Roll the dice? You know, and who knows, maybe your company, or maybe you're already at night shift. Now, depending on the population of your city or town, my town, they had nothing but police officers everywhere. So it was pretty hard, you know. I had to cut through the back. And I still got pulled over. So the things not to do, driving at night. Well, you need to get around your car, turn all the lights on, check for every little light bulb, especially the ones over the license plates. How I got pulled over, they were out. Signal lights, dome lights, everything, all the lights. Wash your car, keep it clean. I armor all the tires, make that car shine no matter what car you got. You know, even if it's primered, you make sure that baby looks clean. He's going to try and deceive these officers that are going to try and pull you over. And nowadays, I mean, they probably just right behind your back, you know, and they just pull up your license plates on their screens, you know, and that's going to tell them something. And trying to get to work on a suspended license, whether it's day shift or night shift, you know, it's always stressful. I was going to work one day, and a dog jumped out in front of me, hit the car. So I pulled over, and I had a friend with me. Sure enough, I told him, hey, I ain't got no license, man. Hope they don't call the CHPs out here. So I went around back to that house. It turns out that it was out in the country. It turns out that they didn't want any kind of responsibilities on paying the damage to my car. So there I am. Sounded like a good deal to me because I didn't say anything. So I just told them simply that I was just going to report it to my insurance, and hopefully the insurance would take care of that. Well, I went home and looked at that dent that dog gave me, and had to buy a new fender. Not only that, I told them I was going to report it to the insurance, which I did. And I told the insurance it was my old lady, it was her car. But I didn't tell them I was driving. So it kept going back and forth with the owner, saying that that wasn't their dog, and I was trying to get some type of payment, even half, you know, for the damage of the car. But that never happened, so I kind of just let it go because, once again, suspended license. Now, people have been in many car accidents. A lot of people have been driving with suspended license and hitting cars. And I had a friend who was on a suspension because of a DUI, and it wasn't even his fault. Matter of fact, there was another automobile hit him from the back at a stop sign. So he said he wasn't worried about it. He thought they were going to squash it. You know, someone called the police, the highway patrol showed up. And it so happened that he had a couple of beers. Guess what? The accident wasn't his fault, but they said it was his fault because he had no business on the road with no license. So he got a DUI, and he had a suspended license. So there's a lot of factors and a lot of play that goes into this. I mean, you're out there driving with a suspended license, and it can go from bad to worse, or even worse than that. I don't know. You might wind up killing somebody, and then it really gets bad. So you got to be safe out there. And if you know you're driving on a suspended license, take the time to look over your car, leave an hour to work early, drive slow, be safe, obey all laws, and wait for your suspension to be over for whatever it is. You know, maybe it was because of a DUI, or maybe you had too many tickets, you know, and speeding tickets. You need to slow down, because that day when it comes, when you get your license, you're going to feel real good that you got them back. And not too many people do that. They just randomly keep driving and driving, you know, until the wheels fall off, and they don't think about what they're putting on their families, and it really takes a toll. I did it, but I was always going to work. Once I got that DUI and my license was suspended, I wasn't drinking anymore. So these driving without the license, it's stressful just knowing that you have licenses that are suspended. And whoever else you have in the car, you can get in an accident, and now you're responsible for them. Maybe you're not the owner of the car and you have insurance, but what about the person that, the car owner? What about them? You know, you ain't probably got money to fix their car. There's a lot of factors, and it's very dangerous when people take chances like that. And just wanted to let everyone know, be safe, be careful, and go over these little steps that I was talking about. Even in your hometown, even if you're going from your house to the store, you know, cops are always pulled over to the side, and for some reason, maybe you look suspicious. You know, maybe he saw something on your car that you overlooked, and get you pulled over. And then it's most likely going to ruin your weekend. And there you go. And everybody at work's going to know that you got pulled over. Believe that. They might have it on the newspaper. But once people start seeing that you ain't coming to work in a car of your own, and you just getting dropped off, and you had started coming to work in a car, and then all of a sudden, you know, they know that was your car, and all of a sudden, you know, time goes by, and next thing you know it, hey, there's something going on with this guy, and they start being nosy and asking questions. You know, it's a lot of embarrassment sometimes. So be safe when you're out there driving on a suspended license, and do what it takes to get them license back. You're better off in the long run. Trust me, I know. I want to thank everybody for watching my YouTube channel. Peace.